All right. What is up, Great Lakes Laser Supply? I see the live stream in one place. Test, test, test. If you can see this, if you can see the live stream, go ahead and tell me where you're watching from. What is the weather like? Tonight was pretty warm here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So my name is Blake. I am the owner of Great Lakes Laser Supply, along with my beautiful wife, Molly Sanborn. I need to get rid of that pinned comment. I don't know why, what I got to do to permanently get rid of that thing. Unpinned doesn't seem to do it. So if you are watching, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what the weather is like. Who is ready for Thanksgiving? I don't feel like I am ready. We are hosting this year, which is going to be interesting. Thankfully, it's not too many people. I see the live stream. I see Christopher is watching. What's up, Christopher? There we go. All right, guys, we are officially live. Everything is looking good. I see comments, which is nice. Christopher, what's going on with you? Did you get that new laser we've been talking about? If you guys are just coming on, make sure that you like the live stream. Do you like in Facebook Lives? I feel like David's always tapping that button on Facebook Lives. I appreciate that, David, when you do that. What's up, Curtis? How are you? Christopher is in Vicksburg, Michigan. Getting cold. Next 2 days are going to be rough. Thanksgiving will be good, though. What's up, Victor? No laser yet. That's disappointing. I'm excited for you. We are lucky. We don't have to travel at all. We actually live in a development or in a subdivision with my in-laws. So it makes travel super easy. What's up, guys? Thank you for all the likes. Make sure you throw a comment in. Let me know where you're watching from. If you can hear me, if you can see me, let me know how my audio sounds. I'm using this mixer and I've tweaked it a little bit just now today, different than before. What's up, Tracy? Danny, what's going on? I'm going to be showing off some of our brand new products, some of the things that we're adding. I have so many things that are not live on the website because I've been trying to finish our new website so I don't have to duplicate everything. But I've just been going terribly slow, been busy. One of the things I just put on the website tonight are these American flag UV printed hat clips. Very, very limited supply. What's up, Dawn? How are you doing? These are really nice. I really like how they engrave. You would think the silver would kind of wash out with the flag, and it kind of is with that bright light shining right on it. But it looks really, really cool. Those are very limited supply. What's up, Christina Smith? How are you doing? What's up, Mary Jo? Raining here. It is like super foggy here. I had somebody come to work on our tractor, and I was out there working with him for a few minutes, and it was getting crazy, crazy foggy. So yeah, one of the things I've got on here are these brand new hat clips. Those are just now live. While I am live, I have a special coupon code is live15 for 15% off only while I'm live. So once I am live, that code will be deactivated and it will no longer work. So while I'm live, and I may leave that live until midnight, but so today on 11:25, if you're watching this video, use live15 for 15% off. Molly's packing orders right now. Let's slam her with some more orders. Let's keep her busy, keep her working. She's got to earn her keep around here. What are you guys up to? Shirley, what's new with you? Tracy, what are you working on? I'm sure you're in the laboratory working. So one of the things I don't have on the website yet, who has a UV laser? I know Tracy's got a UV laser. One of our new products are these crystals that are just for using the UV laser on, the ones that can go on the inside. So if you guys haven't seen these yet, they are really, really cool. I wanted to be proactive. I wanted to carry these for a couple different things. This was a test for UV printing to see if we could get some good adhesion on the crystals as well. So these can be UV printed on. This normally would have been printed the other way so we could look at the image on the other side. But this was really just an adhesion test, and it actually came out really nice. This was done with the Eufy, which is pretty nice. Tracy's doing some glass. I assume he's using the UV laser. Shirley's working on some ornaments. You wish someday. So these should be live in the store soon. If you've got a I don't know what they're considered. It's a UV laser, but it's for engraving inside the crystal. These will be live on our website, and they're also really, really nice for UV printing. I've seen people build businesses on them. just doing UV printing on these crystals as well. What's up, Cheyenne? How are you? Really excited for what you've got going on. That's exciting. Going to have a nice retail space. One nice thing, I've been really trying to have nice retail packaging for our things as well. So when you order the crystal, it will come in nice final packaging for your customer, which is nice. Plus, it keeps it safe in shipping. And then while we are talking about, they work great. Ben Henry did some last weekend at their X-Tool event. While we're talking about final packaging, I've also got these for our wallets. This is the basic box. I have these listed. Very, very, nice. I think ROI wise, you should be able to upsell these pretty easy with your customers. What's up, Ricardo? Que pasa? Yo, yo, yo. Christina Smith, not working on anything tonight. Took the night off. That's awesome. Christopher made a bunch of family night dice sets since my stock was obliterated. Oh no, that's disappointing. This is the premium. I can't think of the verbiage I used on the website, but I think it's either, I believe, premium box. So this comes with a screwdriver, so you can swap the wallet out for the cash strap. It's just cool because you have both options, but it comes right with the screwdriver, so you can take those out. And if anybody ever does need screws, I do have extra screws for these wallets. It's not something that I've included in there. I would need a lot more, but I think this is a great box option, especially this time of year, to have that premium finished product for your customers. What's up, Cindy? I ship stuff out for Cindy, or Molly's maybe packing it right now. But Cindy has been like gift card crazy over here. I had to combine a bunch of gift cards for Cindy. She's always participating, always engaging, and I really appreciate it. Roy is here. What's up, Roy? Speaking of Roy, we have our brand new journals that are in stock. And I learned a lesson the hard way. I was using our honeycomb sitting on our blades, which makes my honeycomb not sit level. I was just being lazy. So I ruined the first journal that I did and burned right through that leatherette. So this is now just a demo, but this has got one of Roy's files. If you buy the 4-pack, you get a coupon for one of Roy's files that he has on his website. That's Industrial Fringe. If you go to Industrial Fringe, you can check out Roy's files. If you buy the 4-pack of journals, you get a 25% off coupon for Roy's website. So definitely check these out. These are really nice high quality. Another one of those things that I kept getting samples from these from my suppliers. They're like, get the journals, and I'm like, nobody is going to want the journals. So as a joke, I kind of engraved some of the journals, and everybody's like, well, I want one. What's up, Ronald? How are you doing? 30% off, David. You're crazy. There's no 30% off. Live 15 while I'm live. I will leave it up until midnight tonight Eastern Standard. 15% off with code LIVE15. I should do a coupon code for Creative Cut Supplies. 30% off. What's up, Will? How are you? Long time no see. I hope you are doing good. I am doing good here. We are staying busy. It is Thanksgiving week, Black Friday week. I have got the UV printed black distressed flags are live on the website. Very limited quantity on these. So if you're wanting to snag one of these, now is a great time. The UV printed flags, they engrave pretty nice. I really like it. I thought they would kind of get washed out. Jeff sold over 500 journals from another provider. That's incredible. That's awesome, Jeff. 500? Man, that light really washes out that flag. I've got like a 10-second delay on my video, so I really can't see myself when I'm showing you something. But it actually looks really, really nice in person. The silver or the gray from the engraving pops just enough. It looks really good. What's up, Chris Harvey? How are you doing? Need to get that design. Yeah, Shirley, check out Roy's files. He's got some great files. He even made one. I didn't see any credit in the file on his website, but Molly has one that she thought would be a great idea. It's I don't have it in front of me, but it has throat punch in it. And Molly, it's one of Molly's favorite things to say, that she's going to throat punch somebody. Live 15 for 15% off during the live only, Shirley. So what else is everybody else up to? I went over some of the final packaging stuff upgrades we got. We got the 2 wallet packages, and I think, what do you guys think? I'm kind of thinking that I may just, instead of that little black box, I may just do this box from now on. And if that's what you guys want, I'm totally open to that. It would increase the price ever so slightly, but it was kind of a pain to get these in. Molly had to unbox the wallets out of these so that we had some of these to sell, because to ship those empty was kind of crazy. So journals are on the website. We got final packaging upgrades for the wallets on the website, and I should have crystals up very soon. If you needed some, let me know. Ben picked some up last weekend for the X Tool event. Sounded like that went really well. But we will have these crystals live on the website very, very soon. Shoot me a PM if you know you needed some of these. These will work for your UV laser, whether you're doing the engraving inside or you wanted to do a reverse engraving, like on one side of the crystal and then have it show through the other side, or for UV printing. That's a huge value add for the wallets, though, for people to buy. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I actually, so a long time ago, before I started selling the wallets, I actually got them with these, and you can engrave these very, very quickly and easily with the fiber laser. And what I would do is I duplicate what I put on the wallet on the outside of the box. Then I could add that person's name or something like that personalized, and customers really like that. Can I do the metal wallets on the CO2? Yes, Cindy, you can do metal wallets on the CO2. I feel like that comes up all the time. We started with our 100-watt CO2 laser, and that's when we pivoted from the earrings and ornaments. We did all the guy stuff with the CO2. We did the wallets, we did belts, we did hat clips, everything. Don't get me wrong, it's more efficient with the fiber laser. You're doing it more quickly, definitely more efficient, but all of that can be done on the CO2. You're just going to need to make yourself some sort of jig. A lot of times I would take a piece of cardboard and I would simply mark a line on the cardboard. If I was just doing a couple of things quickly, mark a line on the cardboard, then you had perfect placement. You're going to refocus your CO2 laser to your item that you put in there, and then you're going to run your engraving. If you were going to bulk do them, I would take 2 layers of cardboard and I would cut a jig into the top layer of cardboard so that I could place my wallets, hat clips, any of those things in that jig, and then I could run a whole bed. What's up, Pat? It's not raining over by me. We've got just like some fog. It's very, very warm and foggy outside. You've been avoiding buying them. Didn't think I could. Yeah, you definitely can, Cindy. You only have a 2-watt up. Hard time getting the settings. Huh. Yeah, definitely get some, Cindy. What do you mean by 2-watt up? You don't have just a 2-watt diode. From some of the stuff, I don't think you could do what I've seen you do with a 2-watt diode. Hmm. But that was a lot of stuff I wanted to go over. Showing off the new journal, and definitely check out Roy's files. You know, um, he's got a great sense of humor. Going to send snow to you. No, Shirley. Are you getting snow right now, Shirley? Because your weather, I'm sure, is coming to me. But Roy has got some great files. I love Roy's sense of humor. That's definitely how Roy and I first clicked when we talked. Just watching some of his content, talking to him. He updated the listing inspired by Molly. Oh, that's funny. A 2-watt UV laser. Okay. I have never heard of a 2-watt UV laser. Interesting. So that means you can do glass, I assume. That is funny. I can't wait to tell Molly about that. I don't know if she is listening or watching. She is in the office packing orders. We're getting snow and 55-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. That stinks. I had some things I wanted to do tomorrow. I was hoping to practice shooting the crossbow a little bit, but I don't think that's going to happen. Is that a 2 IR? Yeah, I bet you're probably right, Jeff. I'm not sure. So as we head into, we're in the heat of fourth quarter. We're all cramming. We're trying to get orders done. I've got tumblers I got to do this weekend. A laser pecker. Okay. We're all in the heat of it, but start to think about spring as well. Things that you're going to want to have in your lineup for spring. I know that's something I have always been not great at. I feel like it's February and I'm like, oh my gosh, what should I do for spring? But as a supplier, I try to order those things in like November so that I'm ready for the things that you guys are going to need for spring. So let me know as you guys are out there and you're checking things out. My goal is not to carry all the same blanks as everybody else. I want to have some unique things. So, don't hesitate if you see something cool out there. Let me know. Let me know what you see, and I'm always willing to try new things. I know Cindy has reached out with some new products. I feel like I have actually I started manufacturing a new product this week that's based on a recommendation from somebody. They had recommended or asked about a product that I've got a manufacturer working on a prototype for. It's going to be cool. I've got a prototype in the works for Cindy. And Cindy's got a couple of good ideas. I feel like you had two of them, Cindy. Are there two things, or maybe I showed you one of the things I was already working on recently, and then I've got something else working on for Cindy as well. But I'm always open to trying new things. So if you see something cool and unique, shoot me a message, shoot me a PM. I feel like a lot of you, we talk regularly on Facebook Messenger. Don't hesitate to shoot me a message. I'm happy to chat, happy to answer questions. And if you've got a product idea, let's talk about it and see what the possibilities are. I've got a machining company working on some stuff. I've got a quote actually for some things being made right here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's been okay. I do have yep. So that's good. One of the two things kind of in the works that Cindy knows about. But my goal for a while has been to have some things made right here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, to be able to say, made in Michigan. But it's kind of crazy the limitations. I had hat clips prototypes made here in Grand Rapids, and then the next problem is anodizing. My color limitations to have them made right here in Michigan. Yeah, Desiree, I'll go over a couple of them here in a second. But the next problem was anodizing. Locally here in Grand Rapids, anodizing, I'm limited to like black and blue. So, we're up to like 21 different color hat clips. So those limitations don't really work very well. Desiree, I just went over a couple new things, not necessarily everything. Just some of the things that went on the website in the last week, kind of upping our final packaging game, thanks to Catherine. It's something that she always talks about. It's something I felt I always did a very poor job on. So I've worked on just improving our final packaging. So these are going to be an option with wallets. You can add on the basic box, which is just a nice spot in there for the wallet, and you can also engrave on the top what's inside, a customer's name, a saying, and then we've got our premium box, which comes with an extra clasp and the screwdriver. So you take the wallet, take a plate off, and what's honestly really nice getting the screwdriver with this from your perspective. I mean, I have a screwdriver for these already, but then you can actually take that plate right off depending on what you're doing for UV printing. I know taking that plate off works best in that situation. So this is like the premium box. We've got our new Leatherette journals that are live on the website. If you buy the 4-pack, you can actually get 25% off coupon for Roy's website. This is one of Roy's files. He has got a pretty great sense of humor, and he's got some really funny files for these journals that I think will sell themselves. I think if you guys literally post a picture of some of Roy's files engraved on the journals, you're going to get orders, real quick. Other thing is the distressed flags are live on the website. I've got a very limited supply on these, but it's a distressed UV printed flag, and then you can also UV print, or sorry, it's UV printed. You can laser engrave the flag as well. So comes out, there's just enough contrast. I feel like the camera doesn't do a good job capturing it, but you can engrave right over the flag, and it comes out pretty nicely. A lot of people actually sell the flags as is, and they don't do any laser engraving. One of the last products that's not live on the website yet are these crystals for UV lasering. This was a test I did with the Eufy. I wanted to see how the adhesion is. So there's no white behind that at all. It came out really nice. But these are the crystals that you can use for UV lasers to engrave down on the inside. You can use them for UV printing. You can use them with a regular UV, and you can just engrave on the back, and then you can, show your text and stuff through on the other side. So they make a nice little award in that aspect. And then also a nice package. They ship really nice in those. Ordered the 30-pack of both magnet chillers earlier this week. Should have waited till Black Friday. No, you're fine, Chris. I got some special a coupon in there for you. because I knew some people, I didn't want anybody to have, like buyer's remorse. So I threw a coupon in there. You've got a $10 off coupon in your order. Blake, we continue to carry the flag hat clips. I will, Shirley, um, without getting into too much detail. So it's a longer process, because first they're anodized, and then I have to have them UV printed, and then just to do a run to make it kind of worthwhile for everyone involved for the UV printing, I've got to do a very large order of UV print. So these were tests. That's why I've only got a small quantity of these, but I will carry them. I have about 5,000 hat clips that are in the process of being UV printed on. Love that packaging. Everything looks great. Thank you, Desiree. I love what you do. Thank you, Roy, for sharing the website, industrialfringedesigns.com, to check out those files from Roy. If you're doing journals, it's a no-brainer. Those are gonna Roy's designs, even if you're gonna end up customizing one or doing other things, his designs that you can share on social media, they're gonna get attention, and then you're gonna get message people asking about what you can do, and then you can customize them. But Roy's files, you're gonna get attention, you're gonna get messages, and then people are gonna place orders just based on those. Thank you for suggesting that, Shirley. I appreciate it. No problem, Chris. What else we got, guys? Well, what are you guys thinking for spring? Are you guys still in game time? Are you busting out orders for fourth quarter? Are you thinking about spring? Are you thinking about new products? Do you guys have any ideas? One thing that I want to do for spring that I have not done is the smokeless fire pits. Has anybody seen the smokeless fire pits that are mini for going on a picnic table? So I've had several samples of those that I've ordered that I've tested, and they are really cool. But the order quantity is huge, huge. It would tie up so much capital for me to carry those. I really haven't been able to pull the trigger, but that has been something that I've wanted to have in like a spring lineup. I wanted to have those smokeless fire pits, have some little mini hot dog sticks and stuff like that that can be customized and go together. But it just ties up a lot of capital. Tracy, I thought you already had the UV to. Are you talking about Are you getting an X tool? You have a solo stove and love it. Nice. Ordering the blanks, is pretty costly. I think you guys could get a good margin, and that's one of the things that I try to take into consideration. Is I always try to put myself in your shoes, because at the end of the day, my goal is for you to be able to buy this hat clip for $2.19 and get $6, $8, $10, $11 for it. That's why I carry the things that I do. Oh, the printer. I knew that, Tracy. I always try to put myself in your shoes. Like those solo stoves, it would tie up a lot of money for me to be able to get those for you guys, but I think they could be a really good money maker if you could customize those. I think you could do a full wrap on those solo stoves. That would be pretty cool. I'm excited, Tracy. I can't wait to see what you do with that thing. I'm gonna come check it out. Costco has some you can grave with wood tops called S'mores Smokeless Fire Pit. Nice. I'll have to check those out. You plan to drop samples off with golf courses during the first quarter, still trucking away on fourth. Yeah. I don't know what David is messaging me. He knows I'm live. Come on, David. That's funny. So yeah, golf courses, that's a good thing. I was thinking about doing a sale on golf ball leatherette in preparation for spring for Black Friday. But I think that's something that would be really good for you guys to kind of prepare, start working on designs now, so that when we are getting into spring, you already have tested your golf ball leatherette. You've got some hats ready to go. You've got some other ideas, other things that we can use that golf ball leatherette for, things like that. My goal is to get off here in about the next 5 minutes. If you guys got any questions, concerns, ideas, any things you want to talk about, don't hesitate to let me know. Don't forget you can use Live 15 for 15% off during this live only. I'll probably leave it up until midnight Eastern Standard. You're here for it. Haven't tried golf ones yet. They're really cool, and I think I actually have a Great Lakes hat. I keep my hats for going live right here. So actually, that's funny. So these are some samples that we do for golf courses, kind of thinking about spring first quarter. So these are some local golf courses. We've put their logo on leatherette. Molly did a really good job. She did a cutout and then the other color in there. We've got one of our golf ball markers. And then we've got a hat clip with their logo on it. So then these are things that we make and we'll drop off at the golf course, typically give to that person at the counter or a manager or something like that, so that we can get a potential order from that. Here's another golf course, Candlestone, hat clip, golf ball marker. And these are things that we would do in the spring to drop off at the golf courses to try to generate some revenue that way. Thought I had one with the golf ball leatherette, but I don't. Got to make the drive out, or the next time you're out my way. Yeah, we definitely need to meet up, Christopher. Do you go by Chris too, or just Christopher? But I definitely want to come down there and grab some lunch, make it for a meetup down there or something. I see you guys are keeping Molly busy. Look at that. Jeff, thank you for the order. Who else we got here? Kimberly, thank you for your order. Chris, okay. Don't let's see, what did I miss? I think that's everything. But we're gonna have some other things coming up tomorrow. So I've got these limited edition flags that are live, and then I will do some other specials. Probably do something on even on Thanksgiving. I've got a couple things that I found and thought would be cool to do to add for people. We'll probably do a special for Black Friday as well. I'm not going to announce that yet, but I will soon. I appreciate all of you guys for being here, engaging, talking, asking questions. That truly is why we do this. I'm here for you guys. This is what I love doing. If I can't wait to be able to go live more often. I'm looking forward to that, being able to just to chat and help you guys even more. But you guys have a great Thanksgiving if I don't see you before then. This live 15 will be good until midnight, and very limited edition on these flags. So snag some of those if you can, because they will be gone soon. Have a good night, guys. I appreciate you. Happy Thanksgiving, and I plan to go live a couple more times if I can. Where's your koozie on your drink? Yeah, I don't know. I should have one here. I did have one in my hand, but I did not bring it down with me, unfortunately. Happy Thanksgiving, Roy. Thank you, Cindy, for calling me out. But happy Thanksgiving, guys. Have a good week. I will see you soon. Don't hesitate to reach out, and if I can help you in any way. Thank you all for everything that you do, engaging and chatting and hanging out all the time. Have a good night, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.